first, live, local. This is Fox 12 Now.
Hello, everyone. This is Fox 12 Now. I'm Greg Nibbler. I want to pull up that shot right there. That is our Shriner Scammer showing downtown Portland, and it is looking a little bit hazy there. I don't think it's all fully come in yet, but be aware that we could be seeing some smoke coming into the metro area. And so we've got an update on that at kptv.com. I just wanted to let you know if you are watching live. And we are live here from the Fox 12 Oregon newsroom, as we are every weekday starting around 1 p.m. Pacific, going throughout the afternoon, covering a wide range of topics here on this show. So thanks for joining us. However you found us, we appreciate it. Don't forget you can share these episodes afterward. Right now, for this segment, we're going to be playing an interview that I had with Luis Fonsi. And as you can see right there on the screen, he is the guy behind the song Despacito. You may remember that song. If you don't, just Google it or go to YouTube and you'll see that it's been viewed over 8.5 billion times. And I guarantee you have probably heard the hook from that somewhere, sometime, if you don't already have it going through your head right now. And he's going to be coming to town to ALNA in celebration of his 25 years tour, which is 25 years, I believe, since his first album came out. So he's going to be talking all about that and coming to the Northwest, which he hasn't been to in a long time. Really nice guy, quite honestly. So good conversation, but let's go ahead and roll into it right now. Here is Luis Fonsi on Fox 12 Now. Luis, number one, thank you very much for joining us here on Fox 12 Now. Big fan, really appreciate your time. You're going to be here in the area September 15th at ALNA, but it's the 25-year tour, 25 años. What does that mean for you when you look at that name on there, when you were coming up with the name for this tour? How does it feel looking at 25 years?
Oh, it's an amazing, amazing anniversary. You know, it makes you sort of look back and remember how it all started. You know, like year one, year two, when I recorded my first album when I was still in college. I was studying music, and I didn't know what was going to happen. You know, I just wanted to sing songs. I wanted to write songs. I wanted to be heard, but I didn't really know, what was going to happen, especially 25 years in. And now looking back and realizing that it's been just a really awesome journey. I've learned so much. I've been able to travel and get to know amazing places, to really grow with my audience, and now I get to celebrate it on stage. I love touring. It's my favorite sort of part of the job, if we can even call this a job. So I'm happy, I'm proud to be around for 25 years and to still have an audience that really connects with my songs. So it's going to be a celebration.
Yeah, I mean, that's incredible for any kind of career, let alone 25 years, and yes, still going with all of these dedicated fans, but all those things that you've done over those years, looking back at that very beginning, those first few years, what do you think are some of the biggest changes for you personally in how you write songs from then? Has anything changed, or is it still the same?
Oh, a lot of it has changed dramatically. I mean, I recorded my first album. I was still a junior in college. I went to Florida State University. I was studying classical music, and I was already thinking ahead. I was like, what am I going to do when I finish my senior year? And I started, writing and recording an album, or ideas. Back then it wasn't an album, it was just ideas. And I was lucky enough to get signed by Universal Music, which is still my record label. And that first album, I recorded 10 songs in one day. It was like literally 2 takes of each song, and that's it. And it's like in and out, there wasn't a lot of time, a lot of budget for an album. It was just kind of like in and out. Nowadays, it takes me like 2 years to finish an album. You get so involved, and I write so many songs. But there's one thing that doesn't change, and that's just, the passion behind everything that we do, the love that we put into each song, each melody, each arrangement. I've grown. I was 17 years old when I started, and now I'm a little older. I have a family, I have 2 kids, and just the way you see life, the way you perceive life, the way you enjoy what you're doing is completely different when you start maturing a little bit.
So the perspective maybe has changed a little bit, but the passion for the music is still there.
Still there, baby. It's still there.
Yeah, and 25 years in. Well, you know, I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about this. Despacito, obviously, you know, such a huge hit. And with those billions of YouTube, I just want to ask, you know, behind the scenes for you, what was that feeling like when you saw that cross 1 billion views?
It's still, to me, I still don't really, I can't really believe it. You know what I mean? It hasn't really sunk in, and I don't really want it to sink in. You know,
Yeah.
I'm still sort of riding that magical wave that I've been riding for the last 7 years. You know, this song was a big surprise. You know, I didn't intend this song to be a crossover hit. It was just another song from my album. You know, written with the same guitar, written in the same, you know, little space in my house. But something happened. You know, something happened with this melody, with this lyric, and amazing people started getting involved. Daddy Yankee, you know, later in the remix version, Justin Bieber. And just the world really connected to it. And it didn't matter that it was in Spanish. People just wanted to sing and dance the song, even though they didn't really understand all the lyrics. And that doesn't happen very often. So I'm blessed that it happened to me. I'm super, you know, surprised with what's happening with the video. It still gets millions and millions of views a day, you know, 7 years in. It's up to 8 billion and I don't know how many, and I don't even follow it anymore because, you know, it's just one of those things that I know it's there, but I don't want to believe it. I still want it to feel like it's something new. I'm grateful. I don't take any of it for granted. You know, it's a song that was released 19 years in, you know what I mean? So it wasn't my first hit, but obviously it was a song that definitely separate, you know, it's sort of like, you know, it was like, wow, you know, it was like a new beginning, you know, it was a new beginning. So I'm blessed and I'm really grateful for the support from everybody.
Yeah, I mean, it really did connect with so many people worldwide. Well, and looking at that, you know, you mentioned the crossover hit and also just a Spanish language song being such a huge hit as this, which, as mentioned, doesn't happen that often, at least not then as often. Certainly there were other ones, but now it seems that more and more you're seeing a lot more Spanish language hits, you know, hitting it in mainstream in English speaking markets and, you know, for English speaking radio stations. Why do you think that is that some of these Spanish language hits are working so well for everybody right now?
You know, I think because of streaming, because of access, just the fact that we listen to music, it's very, you know, we like a song, we can just, you know, look for it and we can hear it in any different platform. It's not, you know, maybe like 25 years ago. The world has gotten a little smaller, and I love the fact that, you know, being from Puerto Rico, you know, being a Spanish speaker that lives in the United States, I love the fact that now you can be in anywhere in the country and you listen to full-on Spanish songs in the English radio, whereas before it was unheard of. You know, maybe La Bamba or maybe, you know, one of the, you know, I don't know, Macarena or something like that, but now it's a lot more common, and I love the fact that people are really connecting to it. They might not understand every lyric, but they're just connecting to the music, and I think that's what music should be all about.
Right, connecting to the music and then Googling the translation to understand everything.
Oh, yeah.
It's in there too. Well, for you, you know, talking about connecting to the audience, you're going to be here at LNA September 15th. I'm sure you've been to the Northwest before, or I'm guessing, maybe not.
I don't make it out there very often, as often as I wish, because I think it's just beautiful. So that's what makes, you know, this show and this part of the tour really exciting, that I get to see an audience that I don't see very often. September 15th is actually a really special day because it is actually happens to be the anniversary day. So September 15th, 1998 was the release date of my first album. So in theory, September 15th this year will actually be year 26. You know, so it's a celebration all around. So it's going to be it's going to be a special show.
So yeah, we are getting that moment that is crossing over into the next year of it, 26 years. Well, for those you know, people here in the Northwest, and obviously everybody who's going to be coming out to support you and watch you, you know, what can somebody, if they haven't been to a Luis Fonsi show, since you haven't been up here to the Northwest as much, what can they expect from it?
It's a show full of energy. I'm going to be singing songs from my very first album to obviously my latest release, El Viaje. There's going to be a lot of dancing. a lot of partying, some very romantic songs as well. My band, my dancers, we're all looking forward to performing in the Northwest. So, yeah, you guys are gonna have hopefully a great time and a few surprises here or there. You know, every show changes from night to night. We started this tour February this year, so we've been on the road for quite a while now, and we're just getting started. So I can't wait.
Well, Luis, thank you very much for having some time to talk to us. You know, really appreciate it. Congratulations on 25, almost 26
Yes,
years.
sir.
You know, in a couple of weeks, people can get to see you here in the Northwest and obviously out wherever you are right now on the road, on tour. So thanks, man. I really appreciate you being here with us.
Yeah, thank you, Greg. Thank you so much. Can't wait to
bet.
see you guys.
All right, really appreciate Luis Fonsi there joining us for that segment. Again, going to be there at ALNA. So thank you for tuning in and joining us. This is Fox 12 Now. If this is your first time watching, you know, we do appreciate it. There's lots of things for you to check out at the Fox 12 Oregon YouTube channel, or the Fox 12 Now tab at kptv.com, of course, the Fox 12 Oregon app. So you can just scroll through there, and it's a wide range of things that we do cover here on this show. So we are going to continue on at 1:30 p.m. We're going to talk about another event that's happening this weekend on September 7th. The city of Portland has declared it Keep Portland Weird Day officially, and that is in honor of the first ever Portland Weird Fest. So we have the Unipiper, we have the president of Keep Portland Weird joining us, so or Weird Portland United. So lots of things coming up here on the show, and again, that's going to be at 1:30 p.m. So you can join right back, whatever platform you're on. If you're watching on our live stream, just stay right there. I'll be right back. If you're watching on YouTube, a new video will pop up at 1:30 p.m., which is in about 15 minutes or so. So I will talk to you then. I'm Greg Nibbler. This is Fox 12 Now.